So, hello guys. Having discussed nitrogen and its compounds in depth, I am sure that we all now know that nitrogen is a key element for humans, plants, animals, and the ecosystem in general. Now, recall that in our lesson on carbon cycle, we explained that only a few elements can undergo biogeochemical cycles. In other words, only some elements can cycle from living things to the atmosphere, to water bodies, and other parts of the earth. Well, nitrogen is one of these few elements, and in this lesson, we will discuss the nitrogen cycle, a cycle which describes the circulation of nitrogen around the atmosphere, soil, and marine habitats. You see, nitrogen exists in several forms. It exists as free nitrogen gas, ammonium salts, nitrates, nitrites, and oxides. However, different substances need nitrogen in different forms. So we'll be looking at the processes that convert nitrogen to its various forms. Let's start with the process of nitrogen fixation. Nitrogen fixation is a process that converts nitrogen gas in the atmosphere into nitrogen compounds like nitrates or nitrites, which are used by plants for their growth and development. Nitrogen fixation is mostly brought about by biological processes involving symbiotic bacteria like Rhizobium and Azotobacter. These bacteria fix nitrogen from the atmosphere into nitrate salts, ammonium salts, and nitrite salts, which are then taken up by the soil. Nitrogen fixation may also be brought about by lightning and electrical discharges in the atmosphere. During rainfall, free nitrogen is oxidized and dissolves in water to form nitrates, which are absorbed by plants in the form of dissolved salts. Nitrification is another nitrogen conversion process. It is a process by which nitrogen in the form of ammonium salts present in the soil is converted to nitrate and nitrite salts by soil nitrifying bacteria. After rainfall, these nitrates and nitrites, being very soluble compounds, are washed into groundwater bodies. This pollution of water bodies does not directly affect aquatic animals, but causes blue body syndrome or methemoglobinemia when consumed by infants. Eventually, plants are consumed by herbivores, thereby reducing the nitrate content of the soil. Unfortunately for the herbivores, they in turn fall prey to carnivores and omnivores. At the end, all animals die and decay, and their nitrogenous waste is reconverted to nitrates by soil microorganisms like bacteria and fungi. This is another form of nitrification. Another process involving nitrogen conversion is denitrification. Denitrification often occurs in the absence of oxygen. During denitrification, soil bacteria like Pseudomonas take up oxygen from nitrates and nitrites for their respiration, thereby producing free nitrogen gas, which is then released into the atmosphere. These processes enable different living species get access to the amount of nitrogen needed for their survival. It also helps to maintain the concentration of nitrogen in the atmosphere. A summary of these processes can be obtained from this diagram. See you in the next lesson. Cheers.